John and Sasha the Potato Girl have the ultimate cooking showdown in my review of the second OVA of Attack on Titan. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a new episode of Attack on Titan. Thank God they are doing these short little OVA episodes because they are a lot of fun. This episode is an exact juxtaposition to the last one because this is by far the goofiest, funniest episode of Attack on Titan I have ever seen. This was made for fans of the show who want to see these characters doing something a little outlandish. In fact, there really wasn't even an actual Titan in this entire episode. There were Titans, but they weren't exactly real, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But the main focus of this OVA special is it's going to be focusing on the character of John Kirstein, the most likable asshole ever, and he's going to be having this ultimate cooking battle with Sasha Blouse. Yes, you heard me right. They have this argument with each other, and luckily for them, Commander Pixis is in town, and the only way he's going to get them to stop fighting is he's going to make them have this badass cooking contest. And it's probably because he's hammered drunk, but whatever. The cool thing here is they're both going to have to go out of their way to try and create something very special here. Sasha is going right for the jugular, and she's actually going to go out on a hunting trip, and there's this scene where they're hunting down this giant boar, and it is a really nice and thrilling scene. It's very well animated, and it has a lot of the things that make Attack on Titan such a joy to watch. All of the backgrounds look very, very gorgeous. All the lighting effects are cool, and the scene where Sasha actually takes down this massive boar by jumping up into the air and firing this arrow is so badass. Freaking Katniss Everdeen over here just kicking ass. And after this, we also have John. Now, he's the one who really dominates this episode because there's a little bit of a character study for him, and you get to learn how basically he, always sort of considers himself a burden on people. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that his mother sort of raised him that way, but his mother's also very loving. She cares about him a lot, and she's always looking out for him. And there's a scene where she embarrasses him by walking into the barracks when they're all eating, and he just gets completely embarrassed. It's real funny. He kicks her out. And while she's leaving, even Aaron, who's right there, who has a very small cameo, actually calls him John Boy, which is very, very funny. But it all leads up to this big cooking competition where they have to serve Commander Pixis. And I love the scene when they start cooking, how they actually have the action music kick in. It makes it really funny. And throughout the episode as well, there's also these little title cards that pop up, which usually in the Attack on Titan series, they would have those halfway cards pop up, which would give you a little bit of information about the show and the lore of the world. They were a little goofier this week, and they were done with, like, crayon drawings and everything, so they were very funny. But Sasha decides she's just going to serve meat to Commander Pixis, and he thinks it's awesome. In fact, it's orgasmic. You can see in his mind, he's actually playing out. He transforms into a massive version of himself and starts fighting against the characters of the series who actually Titan shift into these massive versions of themselves, which all have weird powers and are awesome. One of them even has angel wings. It's a ridiculous scene. It's really well animated, and it makes great use of colors. It's actually very trippy and weird looking, but it's definitely one of the highlights of the episode, and one of the most, and this is weird saying this, one of the most anime moments of Attack on Titan I've ever seen. But then John decides to serve his dish, and it is an omelet. And the scene is so cheesy and gushy and just gives you that warm feeling inside because the omelet is what John's mother always used to make for him. It was his favorite food, and he made it with such care and love that Commander Pixis just fell head over heels in love with it and decided that he won the contest. He told Sasha that meat is just meat. Simple as that. But John had more skill in what he was doing, and what he was actually doing was from the heart. So, weird episode of Attack on Titan, to say the least. Really, really funny, a lot of great imagery, and the fact that they focused on these side characters I thought was really interesting. John is a character who, when they first started the series, I was always like, oh, he's going to get his face bitten off within like 2 episodes. And it never happened. He ended up living throughout the entire thing and becoming a really important side character. And getting to see this OVA based entirely off him I thought was interesting because I said it in the beginning, I think he's a likable asshole. I think the dude's a dick. I think he's an ass to everybody. But like I said, you just want to watch him. He's really fun to watch and always very funny, and all the other side characters manage to be really good. There's a lot of really great animation and facial expressions from everyone this week, especially from Sasha. She just takes everything to this hilarious level, and her voice actor is so good. It makes me realize they actually didn't do too much with her in the original Attack on Titan anime series, And with all of these OVAs coming out, the popularity of it, Attack on Titan's about to be on Toonami, the manga series is selling like gangbusters. I cannot wait for Season 2 of this anime series whenever it gets announced, because Attack on Titan is definitely riding its hype wave right now, and I hope it doesn't fall or break too easily, because I love this show and I can't wait to see more of the OVAs in the future. What I will say is, if you are a fan of Attack on Titan, whether it be the manga series or the anime series, I would highly recommend checking out this OVA. It is a lot of fun. Don't take it too seriously. It's not meant to be one of those episodes. And before I forget it, damn, Mikasa is toned as all hell. She's doing this training session, and damn, she is jacked. But otherwise, great episode of Attack on Titan. A lot of fun. Check it out if you are a fan of the series. If you guys had a chance to check out the second OVA of Attack on Titan, I would love to hear your thoughts about it. And you can tell me with your comments below. Did you think it being a comedy episode made it a complete waste? Did you want to see more action? And what do you want to see from the future of Attack on Titan as a whole? Remember guys, before you leave, make sure and give this video a thumbs up. It's really easy to do and it helps out our videos tremendously. And you can subscribe to our channel so you can see all of our latest content, reviews, and videos. And you can check us out on Facebook and Twitter. I'll put links to both of those in the description box below. So, I'll see you next time guys. Super Kami Guru 9000. Out.